France and Germany's latest economic figures are out, and they're better than expected. Germany's economy grew 0.3%, slightly higher than forecast. France's GDP remained unchanged, but it has avoided a recession. Well, despite growth in Germany, Europe's largest economy, GDP for the whole Eurozone contracted 0.2%.
Germany has seen a rise of 0.3% of the second quarter of the year from the 3 months up until March. That in turn equates to a less than impressive 0.5% growth if you look at the year-on-year figures there on that chart. That means that it has, however, managed to evade a recession. And when it comes to the other big economy in the Eurozone, France has seen its GDP coming in. It was expected to contract, but instead it stayed completely unchanged, just as it did in the previous 2 quarters. And it hasn't now decreased since this time last year, which bodes well for France. But there's still a lot of work ahead for the current president, François Hollande, because 100 days into his term, a poll for the conservative-leaning French newspaper Le Figaro suggests that just 46% of French people are actually satisfied with his performance so far.
They are slightly better than expected. So France effectively, as you said, flat, actually had been expected a slight decline of 0.1%, and Germany up 0.3%, had been up 0.2%. So slightly stronger than expected for both France and Germany, the 2 largest economies in the Eurozone. The problem is not those 2, it's Italy and Spain. And we get the whole Eurozone GDP figures out later in a couple of hours' time, and they will be scrutinised very closely.